We're live? Are we live?
Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter
We are live.
jelly time.
Crazy. I know it's been so long.
There you go. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly. Peanut butter jelly.
I know it's been so long. I know. All right, where's everybody at? Let me check my YouTube. I think most forgot about me. Has most people forgotten about me? Oh, it does show that I'm live. Because it's been so long. I know it has. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, let me. Hi, Nick Hicks. I know it's been a long time. Oh, people are coming. People are coming to tell me hi. I know it's been a long time. And Tanya Hicks, is this the whole Hicks family? Is the whole Hicks family here? Are y'all related? Perry! Perry's here. Oh, I'm so excited to see everyone. I know it's been a long time. The Jose Critic, Stranger Thing fan, y'all are all coming to say hi. And I know has it been like a month since I've gone live? And I've hardly been putting out videos. But it's been no relation. That's just strange. Nick Hicks and Tanya Hicks come on at the same time. And then I missed you too, Perry and Rahan. Nick Hicks said, do you saw my official post? Oh, that's Nick. Yes, Nick. Nick, when are you going to do, like you did Mama's Geeky official poster. We need a Crazy Amanda Reacts official poster. I'm just saying. I know I made an appearance in Mama's Geeky, but I'm like, where's my official poster, Nick? All right, y'all, let's get to talking. Pabria's here. Pabria. It's been probably 4 weeks since I went live. Maybe longer. Has it been longer? Y'all would know. Guess what I got now? Perry, tell me. And I'm just going to keep talking. It's because, number one, I had some out-of-town trips. I first went on a Disney cruise. We had to cover it. Well, we went to Disney World and then the Disney cruise with Mama's Geeky. If you saw it, Nick Hicks was just talking about. We went on a Disney cruise. Then I got back and I was only back for a week trying to catch up on work and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't even go live during that week. And then the next week, I went to Vegas and then LA for the Mulan premiere. When did I return? Pabria said they're wondering when I was going to show up. I know. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute, Tanya. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So I got back from Vegas in LA. It was a week ago. A week ago today. And the world's gone crazy. Well, it was crazy before. Even when I was in Vegas, people were talking about the coronavirus and all that stuff, but it hadn't gotten out of control as it is now. Like even now, they say the Vegas casinos and all that shut down, which I'm feeling. If you saw, I got my mask. I've been going out with my mask on, my gloves and all that, not only to make sure I don't get any kind of contact, but I was on a cruise. I was in Vegas. I was in LA. That's like some hot spots. I was traveling on the planes. I don't know if I'm like a carrier of this thing. I don't even know. So I'm trying to protect everybody. Just myself, I'm wearing gloves when I go out. I'm wearing my mask, all that. Let me see before I keep going. Hi, Harja. Nick, I just put you in Disney Fox Mama Geeky movie official post on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, I'll have to check it out, Nick. What are your thoughts about Zombies 2? Did I do a review of that? I don't remember. I know I did. I don't think I did an official review of that. Oh, I now got Disney Plus officially starts next week. Is that because, Perry, is everybody quarantined there? I will say, Pabria, tell Mama's Geeky and has some funny hops. Hi. And I was just with them. I was with them on the cruise and at the Mulan premiere. Wrote a review. You heard the latest news about the crew behind the scenes and the director are too white. Oh, I know Mulan's getting a lot of stuff controversy because not only like the actress spoke out in favor of like the Chinese government and all this stuff. Like, so I know even when I talk about it on like Twitter and on my other sites, even YouTube, I'll get comments about, but I don't know much of what she did. I'm not even that informed with that stuff. I'm going to tell you, I liked Mulan. I liked it. At first, I thought it was slow. I was like, oh, this movie's going to be slow. But by the end, I was like, oh, I love it. But Disney pushed it back. All the movies are being pushed back. That's why I'm like, I don't have that much to talk about as far as my trailer reactions because all the movies are being pushed out and that many trailers are coming out. The world's got, are y'all all right, let's, this is a coronavirus talk, all right? This is what we're going to talk about, the coronavirus. Are y'all scared? Raise your hand. Tell me, following you on Facebook, your posts are valuable. Rupan, thank you. Because this is the only thing on my movies aren't on my mind. I'm telling y'all, movies are not on my mind right now. That's why I hardly been doing the trailer reactions. What's been on my mind is the world. What's going on? I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Why? I'm not even starting to talk about it. Y'all know how I am sensitive about some of this stuff. If you don't know my background, I'm not just crazy Amanda Reacts. I have a master's degree in biochemistry. So I know a little bit of something. You know, I know a little bit about, I'm not a virologist I'm not even an English person because I can't even say English words right. Is that how you say it? Virologist. See, I can't even say it right. I'm not all this. I'm not an expert in the viruses and stuff. But when I read the articles, and I have broken, it's been 4 years since I've been out of the laboratory in the science field. 4 years. I left it just because here in the U.S., funding has been cut like crazy. When I was there, like the last 4 or so years, the funding has been cut, grants and everything. It was just becoming not a good place. Now, I wanted to go into science to save the world. It was becoming more bureaucracy and all that. And I feel like we're feeling it now. We are feeling it now because we could have been on top of this thing, at least in the U.S. with the viruses. We could have. We could have the staffing now to have jumped on it. And now we're scrambling. I posted like what Rupan was just saying, my post on Facebook. You know, I posted just in the last 2 years the things that have been cut from the government, the federal side, as far as like pandemics and viruses and all that kind of stuff. You know, like the top leaders in that have left or been fired and not replaced. So we are so unprepared where we're at now. We're so unprepared. And now it's just starting. When I came home a week ago, because I follow that site, what is it called? Let me go look. What is that site? I gotta go look because I'm gonna tell y'all, it gives you the live update numbers on the virus. And I'm gonna tell you now, let me go look. What is that site? I gotta find it because y'all need to bookmark this right now. Like when I tell it to you, I mean, you don't have to, but it gives you a little update, right? Let me go down. It's down here. Let me go. I'm almost there, I promise. I'm almost there. Maybe not. Oh, it's really buried. I should have bookmarked this myself. Because people are posting pictures on my page. I gotta find, listen, all these pictures. All right, I'm getting closer, I promise. Here we go. All right. Oh, wait, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, no, that's not it. Never mind. I'm almost there. Oh, here it is. All right. This is the site. World, WORLDO, meters, METERS.info. And then you can / coronavirus. And it gives you the live updates of how many cases in the world we have. You know, and it breaks it down by even like your country. So this is what I'm let me bring it down here. I started following this site a week ago. Well, it was a week ago yesterday, a week ago Tuesday. And it showed US had 500 cases. 500 cases. I'm looking at this thing now, and it's 7,700 cases in a week. And places now have even ran out of the testing kits and all that. And they ran out. All right, let me catch. Matthew Lee's here. And all right, I got to catch up on some of these comments. Let me. No, I am not at all scared. Did you hear about Mulan? Yeah, all of those movies moved back. And y'all know I work part-time at a movie theater. It's closed down. The world is coming together. Everyone here, is there a lockdown in your city? One for Auntie gonna be truthful. I'm so very scared for the coronavirus. Matthew, I've never seen anything like this. We're being closed left and right. This virus. Where do you live again, Matthew Lee? I'm gonna tell y'all. You follow me on TikTok. Stranger Things. All right. I might not be on YouTube a lot, but I've been loving TikTok. I'm just saying, follow me on TikTok, Crazy Amanda Rex, because I try to put stuff on there every day. I love it. Anyway, back to the coronas. I'm 43 years old. CBG, I love you too. I'm 43 years old, and I'm with you, Matthew Lee. I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is what scares me the most. Y'all know our presidents. Y'all know our President Trump. And he's one to never, like back in January, you see what he says about the coronavirus. We got this under control. We ain't scared, blah, blah, blah. We're going to handle this. And even up until like the early March, he was, we got this, we got this. Now he's on TV the last 2 days talking about this. I mean, we're our national state of emergencies. We're closing down everything. He says, President Trump has gone on national TV and pretty much admitted defeat. You know things are bad. That right there tells me, when he did that, I said, if he's going to go on TV and say this stuff, you know things are worse than we even know about. Because he would never go on TV. He downplays all that stuff. He would never go down on the TV and admit this stuff. Never in my life would I've experienced this. Corona is so scary. We have no school. Oh, CB, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be longer. My kids don't have school for a month, but I think pretty much the school year is done. I was hoping, you know, my boy Evans, when Evans comes on, you know, Evans, he lives in Italy. That's one of the cases, like other than China, Italy's the second most right now going through it. And I've been reading, this is what scares me. I've been reading all this stuff. The people tweeting and writing articles that, you know, Italy is where we were 10 days ago. They said 10 days ago, they were like, they started having shutdowns here and there, people stocking up, you know, schools out and all this. Now it's like catastrophic. They're trying to decide. They are running out of resources and all this stuff that they have to let the old people and stuff just die and just care for like the ones that are healthier and younger, because it's scary, y'all. It's scary. Things are going to be Pabria. I mean, we're going to get through this. We are. What I think is scary, I live in New York, and yep, it's you know when New York shuts stuff down. You know, this is when I first realized when things were is bad. When Disney shut down, when Disneyland, Disney World, the cruises, that was like a week ago. They shut down. Like a week ago, yeah, today or tomorrow, something like that. I was like, when Disney don't want to take your money, you know stuff is bad. That's when I first realized it. So I've been home. My kids are at home. I'm starting to do some homeschooling because I'm like, you home, you ain't going to just sit around and do nothing. You ain't going to get dumb. Because I'm telling y'all, I don't think the school's going to return this school year anyway. They're talking about what President Trump was just on TV yesterday, talking about July, August. And we've seen Italy and you know, I read something. Let me tell y'all, I read this. I read what yesterday that they're on the quarantine, but it's like mandatory quarantine. Like if they leave, they can't leave their house unless to go like the grocery or doctor, but then they have to get a certificate first to leave their house to go to those things. So they have to wait to get approval to go to the grocery or the doctor or whatever. And then if they do go, they're fine. Like, what is it, 200 euro or something? What is that, like $4 American? I don't know the conversions that well, but a whole bunch. They're fine, hundreds of dollars or euros or whatever. And then if they are carrier of the virus and they test positive and they're out, they can go to jail for attempted manslaughter for 1 to 12 years. Y'all, you don't tell me. I'm nervous. And economies are crashing over the world. I know, so that's scary. And I'm like, because we got 401ks and stuff here, and I'm seeing that just fall. But I feel like it's scary, the economy. But I feel like that's the least of our problems. I mean, the and this is what makes me even worse. Is because we saw this in China first, right? Now we're seeing this in Italy. Maybe some people are like, oh, China, they had the SARS and this, and it never comes here. But then when we see places like Italy and Europe that, we closer to us, where people try, I don't know, like that. I don't know why that hits home a little more. It does, I think, for the US people, that it hits home like, oh, Italy's going, people in Europe and all that, what they're going through, it hits home anymore. But still, people aren't getting it. The last 3 days, y'all listen. Look, I'm starting. The last 3 days, I went out stocking up on stuff. Our shelves at the grocery store and stuff are almost bare. You have to get there like when the groceries open. And even then, it's hard to find things. Like today, I felt like I scored big because I found the ramen noodles and I found flour to cook with. I couldn't find flour like to bake and cook with for 3 days. I found it today. Don't even talk about, with the hand soaps and then you hear about the toilet paper. Like I got one toilet paper one day, although I had a lot already, so I feel like I'm good on toilet paper. And if anything, I mean, that's not even essential. I might just, grab a sock. No, I ain't gotta do that. But I'm just saying, toilet paper, at least our worries, like food and all that, it's been bare. Purell, the hand sanitizers, it's been gone. You can't find that nowhere. So I bet you have to get there right when the stores open. And I feel like these last days I need to do it because I'm gonna tell y'all, by the end of this week we might be on like the same as Italy doing. No, it's against the law to go out unless you're got certificates and all that kind of stuff. Let me catch up. Where Corona made us have a long spring break. But don't worry, Perry. I know, but Trump did take action when needed, closing off all and out going to Europe. Yes, Batman. Like I feel like, yeah, I feel like it was a little late, but I'm glad he did, and I'm glad he finally listened. But I feel like they need to act faster and more like now. Has most cases. So yeah, I was because I was thinking about India people, and I was looking at the cases in India, and y'all don't have. Where's it at? I had India here. India only has 152 cases that's reported on this world of media. 152. And I'm telling y'all, when we had 100, yeah, per breed, all y'all over there, when we had 152, we were making, I mean, I still make jokes because I feel like jokes, I make jokes when it's awkward times because I'm like, if you can't get this through something in laughter, what else do you have? Even in serious matters, I make jokes because that's how I get through stuff. But when we had 100, and even last week when we had 500 cases, I was still like, oh, la, la, la. But it comes on quick and fast. And if you're not prepared for it now, I'm telling y'all, do as much as you can to start stocking up and stuff. Do as much as you can. I know it's hard, but it's scary. Last time Disney closed was 9/11. Yeah. Also, Frozen 2 is on Disney Plus. I know and some of the movies they're going to release for rental and on like streaming. So like the Trolls movies coming out, they're going to release that. You can buy it and stream it. What other movie? Oh, they said Friday. What other Bloodshot that came out at the movies? They're going to be available to rent. And what's the other one? The Hunt. The Hunt that just came out. It's going to be about, so movies that just came out and theaters, they're going to start putting on like for you to rent and stream because theaters are closing down. Like there's no theaters around here that even open now. None. First international government meeting was held in India on the coronavirus, and now next week G20 meeting be held. Yeah. The coronavirus sounds like another version of zombie apocalypse. This is going to make history. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, you're sick? Well, this is some of the symptoms, right? They say sneezing, like sore throat and stuff, but mostly it's like that fever. They say the high fever that you can't keep down and that cough, because this is where it attacks your lungs. It attacks your lungs and they'll give you the cough, but it'll be like one of those coughs, like a dry cough. Sometimes you cough and you feel like the phlegm and all that coming up. No, this is like a dry, just airy cough. Landon. And if you stay inside and away from people too. This is one thing too. I felt like the other day I had the fever. Then I realized I was like, I don't have a good thermometer. I got a thermometer when the babies were little and you put it in your ear. So I tried to use it and like I used it 10 times and it gave me 3 different degrees each time. I was like, this thing don't work. So I went out. I've been trying for 3 days to find a thermometer. Still haven't found one. Those are sold out. Scary times, y'all. Why do they have to buy toilet paper? Respiratory problems. Yes. I agree with you, zombie cough. Now, India now, hand sanitizer is no more available. Masks are too costly. Yeah. So I have a mask because I was in the science field. We had masks in science. My husband works at a hospital, so we had a couple in the house. These now, I'm like guarding with my life. I also had gloves that I'm wearing when I go out. Because this virus lives. It lives on metal for like 3 days. It lives on cardboard for like a day. Like it lives on stuff for like a long time too. Now, Purell, I haven't been able to find, but Rupam, today I felt like I struck the lottery. I felt like I hit the lottery because I went to Walmart first and they had isopropyl alcohol. Being my scientist background, I know like the isopropyl alcohol is what's in the hand sanitizer. I bought like 4 of those. They only had these 6 big ones. And then I bought 4 of them because another lady was looking for hand, and we started talking because she was asking me about where I get masks. And I was like, you ain't going to find masks. And then she's like, I'm starting to look for that. So I gave her the other 2 bottles. I was like, get this. And then, the aloe vera gel stuff. I said, you just mix these together and that's your hand sanitizer. That's what they use hand sanitizer. So I bought those 4 bottles. But then I was on a quest too. Then I'm like, they know this trick. Oh, look, I just found something. I didn't even know I had. What? I just saw this. Oh, look at that. I looked over. I'm gonna put some of this on right now. Double up. Smells good. But what's the ingredients in it? It'll tell you. Well, it's ethyl alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol will do too. Ethyl alcohol. And then like aloe vera. That's like a good thing for the alcohol and aloe vera. You can mix together, make your own. So I found the alcohol and then I went on my quest and because aloe vera was out everywhere because people know this trick. I know that's right. They know this trick. So I went to like 3 different stores. Finally, I found that one of like the CVS's, which is like a Walgreens, they're like the drug stores around here, and got some. So I'm going to look, kids school, homeschool project. We're going to do science today and make some hand sanitizer homemade. Where am I at? Why are you crazy? Crazy isn't always a bad thing. I like a little craziness in life. Not this kind of crazy, coronavirus crazy, but I mean, crazy makes the life interesting. That's why I always tell my husband I make life interesting because I'm a little crazy. Yes, now we are making jokes. See? That's where we were at. You're making jokes, and then the week later, you like us. People here still aren't taking it seriously, even though we have restaurants closed down, all the movie theaters, like we're on this, all the schools are closed down, like all this stuff. People still aren't taking it seriously because I'm out with my mask and my gloves. How many people I saw today with a mask on? Zero. I mean, maybe they can't find it. All right, I will take that. But let me tell you what happened yesterday. You might notice, Rupert might notice if you follow my Facebook page. I was at Sam's Club. Now, Sam's Club is like owned by Walmart, but you can buy stuff in like bulk items. So, like, if I buy, let's just say, cereal, all right, you buy it in packs of like 3 or 4 boxes together. If you buy meat, they give you the big pack of meat, bulk items. If you buy toilet paper, which they didn't have, they give you tons of rolls, so they sell everything just in bulk items. And it's cheaper to buy it in bulk in the long run. Like it's more expensive then, but then you get twice as much. So it's cheaper in the long run to buy it in bulk. So I was there shopping with my mask and my gloves on. Let me tell y'all, only one in there with the mask and the gloves on. Then I'm gonna see. First, I saw some police officers walk by, and I was like, "Oh, they in the stores. Maybe people fighting over toilet paper. They securing things and all that." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But then they walked by me again, and I heard them on the little walkie-talkies say a customer with the coronas. I was like, "They here because of me. Somebody done called the police on me." Because I was shopping with my mask and gloves. Oh, I get looks when I go out. People look at me like I'm crazy because I got my mask and gloves. Y'all, watch. Because I bet nearly now they go out. Everybody's going to be having them if they have them. This ain't to play around with. And we can get through the science of the virus because I've been working on that too, like reading about that. I am currently now in medical store. I think India needs to sort stuff out and clean up. Today at our court, one lawyer and his entire family taken into forced custody and into quarantine, and our entire court complex was quarantined. Actually, India has a very hot weather, and also our people are aware of what happened in China and Italy, hence its control. Good. Disney. How my brother Matthew. I'm a big fan of Steven Universe, and they're ending it soon. That's early, finale early at the theater now. That's canceled. I'm a big fan. Oh, Tom Hanks got the corona, yes, and his wife. They have other celebrities. I don't know, Idris Elba. Y'all know him. He got the corona. Quantity of iso alcohol and aloe vera drunk. Oh, let me look. The Sharma. Homemade sanitizer, because I had googled it and earlier and I didn't remember. Is it okay? One look, we do this is England. This is like American units. We remember we don't do the millimeters because we're in medieval times. Like as a scientist, we do millimeters, milliliters, and all that. I know how liters. But U.S. still is far behind on the time, so we still have cups and all that. But if you want to just do a ratio, it's 3-to-1 ratio. Isopropyl alcohol to aloe vera gel, 3-to-1. But they say 3/4 a cup, and the thing I'm looking at, in 1/4 of a cup. And then you can add your little essential oils or something like that if you have that, just to give it a good smell or whatever. But I don't care about all that. Perry, you're sick. Perry's sick. Corona. It's that many found in New York City. I know New York's a hot spot. Look, San Fran already did the mass that making people quarantine. They're already doing the forced quarantine. And then Washington State. My husband last week works at a hospital, and the hospital already told them if they travel anywhere like to Washington, Northern California, New York, that they're on mandatory, even if they don't have nothing, they were on mandatory, like they can't work for 2 weeks already. You should make video on how to make. Oh, I will. All right, I will do it because I'm gonna have the kids help me today. I mean, it's easy, it's not hard, but I feel like I hit the jackpot. I did. I bought 4 bottles of those, and I found the aloe vera. And you need more isopropyl than aloe vera, so okay, I'll find. I will convert to units. After that, what do you think of the future of our community? Okay, yes, 3 to 1. Look at Koopsta having toilet paper right there. I feel like toilet paper is the least of our worries to stock up on. I've been stocking up on things like beans, rice, canned items, medicines. Medicines was a big thing I wanted to stock up on, like Tylenol, like, fever reduction medicines, all that, pain reliever. Because this is something I was even thinking about yesterday. Because both my son and daughter have braces, right? They have braces, and he was supposed to have an appointment today, which I was going to cancel anyway because I was like, I don't feel safe bringing him out, and they called and canceled. They closed. They're closing definitely. But I'm like, what? Like dentists are closing. What if I get a cavity? Like, and those are painful, like having a tooth cavity. We ain't gonna be able to do nothing about it. My husband already said that at the hospital he works at, the surgeries that aren't like serious, life-saving kind of surgeries that they have, all canceled. All canceled. Only emergency surgeries that they can do now. Everything else is canceled. They come in for anything sick. No. And they're preparing for skeleton crew, which means like the bare minimum people they can work with at the hospital because they don't know. Like people get sick. I saw today an article from Connecticut that hundreds of nurses and doctors were on quarantine because they were exposed to it and they can't work in the hospital now. And now that hospital's at full capacity, like patients, so they can't even take any new patients in. I was on another ice cream by Coma, but of course your live streams and videos are always, even when you're crazy. That's the best when I'm crazy. Yet can good. Thanks, Amanda. Oh, I am happy for you, ma'am, that you found me and great. Oh, I'm so happy. Stay safe. Yes, and sanitize. Can we all add other stuff different? Can we add other stuff different than Elvira? Oh, you're talking about like aloe vera? I mean, because I was trying to think of it too when I couldn't, because I had to go to 3 other shops to find the aloe vera. And I was like, what can I replace with it? Like I was thinking, you want something jelly. That's why the aloe vera comes in that gel stuff, like that jelly is jelly. And it mixes better with alcohol because alcohol doesn't mix well with everything. So if you can find something like that, I was looking at like body washes and all that kind of stuff, but then that's like a soap too. And you don't want like to have the soap on it. You want, because you want something that's going to stay on, soak in, and also mix well with the alcohol. If I think of something, I'll let you know, Rupam. But I couldn't think of anything when I was at the store. I'm staying. Thank you, CB. Amanda, ma'am, is a good crazy, not crazy, crazy. Yes, Prabria. I have had enough of the coronavirus talk taking over everything. I just wish. Me too. Thank you, CB. I hope you make it awesome. Yeah, Perry, if you're not feeling well, oh, you're just sick of that. Oh, look, he was making me nervous. Perry, don't say this. You're sick of taking over. Okay, I was getting nervous. Perry was sick. I feel like, though, the last 3 days I've been out shopping, I think this is going to be my last day because I feel like I'm prepared now. I finally feel like I'm prepared. I feel like I got enough food and stuff to last a few months. I feel like, I got medicines and just other household things, disinfectants to last a few months, toilet paper, towels. And then today with the hand sanitizers and stuff, I feel like I'm done shopping. I don't want to risk anymore because I'm telling you, people out there, they're just everywhere. They don't care. They're you saw I saw the video of the yesterday or the day before, people in Florida. It had some video of Florida. They all were at the beach, like swimming and just even though it was like a spring break. Their kids are out of school because their school's closed down and they're going to the beaches. I was like, why is this not getting through their heads? Because this ain't gonna stop on its own. Like that's why I said I want to talk about the virus. I That's why I said I have a little. I'm not a virologist, but I understand a little about this. And what they said, this virus started in the bat, right? But it was only specific for animals. Thing about this virus is its mutation state. Like this thing has mutated hundreds of times. That one of the first big mutations is when it made its transition from animal to human. That was like a first big mutation. And then it's even mutated since then that we even have a couple of strains of it, a couple of different strains of it. That makes it number one harder to make vaccines because if it's just keep mutating, like we make a vaccine for this strain and this strain, but then it's just going to keep mutating. So and then we have to do something about its mutation rate because even if we get a vaccine, I feel like this is a powerful virus. It is. Scientifically, it is an amazing virus. And you know what scares me? Did I tell y'all this at the beginning that I had a professor when I was in school? He was a microbiologist, but we had a whole lecture on viruses, and his words keep echoing in my head. His words that day could just keep echoing in my head. That he said, viruses will be the thing that take over the world. What's this? 20 years later, and this is happening. And right now, the only thing we have to combat it is just isolation. It is. It's scary. It's scary, but this is the only thing we have to combat it. I don't want this to be a depressing life. I don't. But this is all I can think about, y'all. And I feel like people aren't taking it seriously. I know y'all are. I know y'all are here talking about taking it seriously, but so many here ain't. And people are saying like the Trump's response and all that, but we need more major stuff. We need now, not wait till we're at catastrophic, numbers in the hospital and all this that we have to decide who's going to live and who's going to decide. We need to do it now to have just everyone quarantined. Just, government just say you cannot leave unless you work for the hospital or like need to get the food and or give them time, We need it now or it's not going to stop. Buy Stranger Things fans. You just ordered online? See? Till when do you think the coronavirus thing will be over? Pretty much in China, it has slowed down. When I started looking at those numbers last week in China, it was like 80,000. And today, it's still at like 80,000. Yeah. Their new cases, they got 13 new cases like in the last day. And the last day we got 1,000 new cases in the last day. And they started, when did they start having all that stuff? They started what? And like they saw the first case in November, but I think it wasn't until December when they started really like, enforcing things, right? Or maybe even January. I remember in January watching stories on the TV of like them, arresting people and grabbing people from their houses and stuff like that because they wouldn't stay quarantined. And I was like, oh my goodness, they crazy up in China, the government, they doing all this. And now I'm like, I understand. I understand. But they are finally flattened out their cases, and they're slowly reopening things. And that's a couple months later. But this is the scary part. If you look at the curves with them, like the curves of infection, they started enforcing stuff a lot earlier than we did. Like even Italy, even if you look at like the curves of infection, they are like here and they're flattened out. Italy's still like here, and US is like down here, but we're on like the same path as Italy is. Distance from is much necessary. Otherwise, we know what happened in China. I think that it's the only way right now we can combat it because we don't have the science to do it, the means. We don't have, I mean, it attacks your lungs. And let me tell y'all this, it's already hitting home for me because my mom called yesterday morning or yesterday. It was yesterday morning. What was today? Wednesday. Look, that's how we will get cabin fever. I will be starting to go crazy. Like, what day is this? I haven't left the house in 3 weeks. Like, I feel like that's coming. But she called yesterday morning. Oh, she didn't want me to share this. Y'all don't tell nobody. All right, let's not. But I just won't say what family member this is. But this is a family member that had just tested, and because now here in the US we have like they won't let, if you think you have the coronas, they won't let you in the hospital. They set up these tents outside the hospital. You drive through, they take a nose swab thing, they put it in there with your name and send it off for testing. One of my family members was tested, I think Monday, because we found, or maybe it was Tuesday. It was Monday or Tuesday. Tested. They told him from their symptoms he probably has it, and to just go home and get quarantined, and you'll know the results 100% tomorrow, Thursday. So already it's hitting home. Already it's hitting home that I have family members that are testing pretty much, like it's not 100%. We'll know tomorrow, but the doctor said, like from what they are going through, that they think he pretty much has it. And this is a scary thing because this family member was around, like, and this is sad. Let me talk. Oh, I got to talk about this for a minute too. There's so much I want to talk about on this. Wait, is it Matthew's birthday? Your birthday's tomorrow, Matthew. Happy early birthday. I know. My daughter's birthday is in May. Probably not going to have a party. Last weekend, one of my kid's best friend's birthday. My friend wanted me to go to the birthday, bring the kids. I was like, no, we're in quarantine. Like, you don't understand. People don't understand the seriousness of it. But what was I saying? Oh, with my family member, because this is, they call it what, the older people disease, because the older people are more and immunodeficient, which is not always true. Like there's a lot, but the older people are not recovering from it as well. Probably most of the deaths are from the older people and stuff. And I got a grandma, my mama, she's in her late 80s. And this family member they think has it, was around her cooking food for her just 3 days before they got sick. So now we're all worried too that, like, and he was around other family members, but like the most vulnerable is my grandma in her 80s, and he was around her cooking her food just 3 days ago. So now we're all watching her. Like, it's scary. Happy birthday, Matt. I feel bad for Matthew Lee. I know. And that's what I said. My daughter's in May, but I just bought chlorhexide. Is it good? Let me see. What is the chloro? I don't even know. Let's look that up. Sometimes I don't know, like it's the disinfectant antiseptic. A skin disinfectant before. I mean, that's what the surgeons use, right? It's a disinfectant. And that's what I said. I bought the alcohol. Like, I bought all that alcohol. Even if I couldn't find aloe vera, I could still use the alcohol in my hands. These disinfectants that they say with that, that's why the aloe vera gel helps, because it helps not dry your hands out. Because even though I've been using Purell like crazy, like this stuff I've been using like crazy, but even I'm getting some cracking on the skin. So if you use that kind of stuff just there, you might want to use some kind of lotion or something with it, because by itself it will dry your hands out like crazy. Like I can pour out the alcohol right on my hands and be disinfected, but I don't want my hands to be cracking and bleeding just because they're so dry, you know? We should try herd immunity method. Um, Unfortunately. Oh, all right, Malik Hassan, Malik, stay safe. Thanks, Amanda, my sweetheart. In India, 3 only people dead, and we're all over 65. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like elderly, yes, is definitely more susceptible to this. I mean, they are, even when it comes to the regular influenza flu, they always are. And I saw, this is what I wanted to say. Some things are, people are mean. Although this is a time when people come together, I feel like our government's so split here. We have the Republicans, Democrats. I feel like they're even coming together, trying to make things happen. But then they got some people that are still so mean. And I think it's because it hasn't hit home. On Twitter, 3 or 4 days ago, I saw a hashtag trending, boomer remover. You know what they call boomers? It's like the old people. They're always like, all right, boomer, boomer. That's what they call old people. They were calling coronavirus boomer remover. That hashtag was trending on Twitter because they're saying this virus is just kills off the old people. I was like, this is horrible. Some people are so mean. I love you too, Perry. Not related to Corona, but yesterday I lost one of my elder father, elder mother, their son-in-law, and 2 aunts, and their mad servant, and all those people. Is elder mother like your grandmother? What is it, elder? Pabria. Oh, I'm so sorry. Their car drove off from a cliff. And 2 aunts. Is elder mother and elder father like your grandma or grandpa? Oh, I'm so sorry. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family. What do you think? Will it be possible to stop this virus? Oh, yeah, Rupam, definitely. I think we'll definitely get vaccines for it. I mean, we've stopped things in lesser times. Think of smallpox, like that was a deadly disease. You get it. And that was a virus, and it's totally wiped off the planet, right? They had the smallpox vaccine. We don't even need to get smallpox vaccines anymore just because it's totally wiped off the planet. I definitely think, it's possible to stop the virus. But right now, we just don't have the science to stop it, which is why the only way to stop it from spreading now is from the isolation. But I definitely think, and I think even, by July, August, like they say, we can start getting back to normal. But it's going to take a while. I found another video I want to watch, but I don't care. I'm staying till the end. Oh, CB. CB, thank you. My cousin's sister and daughter survived, and the daughter's leg. Oh, this is terrible. Did they have like car problems? No, big brother of mine and father and his wife. No, big brother and my father. Oh, it's your father that did? Oh, elder mother. No, not stepmom. So your father. So if it's your father and his wife, that is like a stepmom. If it's not your mother. So here, that's what we call stepmoms. Like if my dad married another woman, his wife would be my stepmom. So I think Rupam's right on that. We're all family. We need to stick together. That's right. And that's why Perry, all family need to stick together. That's one reason I was like, I need to come on today. Not only because I want to catch up with y'all and tell you what's going on here, because I wanted to hear what's happening with y'all, with this. I really hope, and one of the people that come on a lot, y'all know Evans that lives in Italy. I'm like, I've been worried. I'm like, how is he? Is he okay? Perry lives in the UK. How's the numbers there? Let me look. UK is at 2,600 cases. They're growing too. They're growing too. Oh, CB Welker. I'm confused about where the virus came. I keep hearing different things about its origin. All right. I'm going to tell you, because I'm telling you, I've been reading up. It was first found in the bats, the virus. So in the animals, it was only a virus for like the animals until it made a mutation and transferred to humans. Now, so it was in that Wuhan, China, where the first cases was, and it was in one of those seafood meat markets. Now, some people say it was because people like eat those bats and that's how they got it. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. That's like some of the theories, like I've seen people say that like if bats there, they eat them and it's like one of the delicacies or something like that. And that's how it was spread. I'm not sure how the first case, but they say now that the first case over there was saw on November. They found it on November 17th. I saw that today and I was like, that's my birthday. They found the first case in the humans on my birthday. Now, the doctor, what was it? Well, I don't know if it's the doctor that first found it, but there was a doctor in Wuhan, China that has started treating people with it. And he started then telling people, he like told friends and family and sent out messages that there's this new virus and talking about how deadly it was and all this other stuff and to be careful and start prepared, like, just like warning his friends and family. Government found out over there in China, silenced him. Silenced him. I mean, that was one thing. When governments and bureaucracies come, that's how this stuff spreads. So they were like, they silenced him, wouldn't let them talk about it. I think threatened him and all this other stuff. Well, guess what? He ended up dying of the virus. He ended up dying of it. This doctor who tried to warn people. I mean, I'm like, but that's where it first and its origin came from. They said from the bats over there. And I don't know if they eat them. That sounds kind of gross. Oh man, I really want to see Sonic movie so badly. I can't because of coronavirus. Sonic movie is so good. But this is the thing, Nick. They might start streaming all these movies that's in the theater because movies are shut down, I'm thinking, for at least 3 months. This is one thing. Oh, let me tell you, because I told y'all I work part-time at the movie theater. I work part-time assistant manager, like one day a week on the manager, but I also run like that movie theater's like Facebook page and all that kind of stuff. So they told me yesterday, they sent out a text to like all the managers and stuff that the theater is closed like indefinitely, but they are still going to pay their employees, even though they're shut down. I was so shocked because you don't hear about that stuff, but that's what you say. People are coming together. This is what's going to make the difference. Economic times and all this. These companies taking care of their employees, they force the shutdown. They're still gonna pay their employees while it's shut down. And it's like the average, like I only work a day a week, so they'll still pay me like the day I would work a week. I mean, it's not much, but still, like, because even it's not my full-time job, I was worried about shutting down because I know at least just three of the managers that's their full-time job. They have families and it's their only income. So I was like more nervous for them. I was giving them because they knew it was coming shut down. They were like, I need more hours. And I was giving them mine because I knew they needed it. So that the fact that they are still playing, they said at least for 2 weeks, but then it's going to be revisited. I think they're waiting because the government and Trump and all, they even announced yesterday that they're working on a package to help people out of work and stuff. So I think that's why the company's going to, see in 2 weeks what kind of package that the government's sending out. But I was like, that is amazing. And I hope all the companies follow suit because they have the money. It's not like these companies are going to go bankrupt. They're multi-millionaires. The salaries are like this much of, how much they pay out for stuff, you know? So just keeping in their health insurance and all that stuff, just keeping some of their employees afloat. I was like, kudos to you. I was like that. I was in shock because I didn't think that, but that just shows how the world's coming together. It does. It just shows. Look, I'm gonna cry. Don't even. But it does. It shows how the world's coming together and how there's still just good people in there. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry. No, elder father means big brother of my father. Oh, like, so that's your, oh, okay. Elder father is big brother of your father. So that's your uncle. That's your uncle, Pabria. And then your uncle's wife, they would just say the aunt. Okay. That's your uncle. Welcome to the family. Oh, people should not be saying, okay, boomer, that's me. Look, I agree, CB. And they called me a boomer before, CB. I was like, I'm not a boomer. I'm Generation X or whatever that's called. Like, I'm not a millennial, but I'm not a boomer. Ain't they? I'm still in the middle between the two. And they call me boomer. I am only 10-year-old. Am I the only 10-year-old here? Maybe. You're only 10 years old, CB. You stay safe. I like that you're getting informed with this stuff and just spreading the word to the younger crowd to stay safe. Because I'm telling you, people look at me like I'm crazy when I'm walking around with a mask. And I'm like, y'all don't even know. This is what happens when I start tearing up a little bit. My nose starts running. But the other scary part about this virus is that it's so new, we don't know much about it. They say it's not airborne. They say it's not, but that it's in the air droplets. But then they say, too, it could survive. What did they say in the air drop? I don't even remember the number, but it survives in the air droplets so that could be just floating around, you know? But they're not even sure. We don't know this much about the virus, which makes it even scarier. That's not fair. They are eating Batman. Wait, what did Batman say that I missed? What did Batman say I missed? Did Batman say something about? I don't see. What did Batman say that I missed about eating? Oh, you're saying that they're eating the bats. I was like, I thought, because there was somebody here named Batman that was talking. I was like, what did he say? Oh, my heart goes out to that doctor. Yes, Matthew Lee. You're one of the few lights in darkness now. Pabri. Y'all don't make me tear up again. World is adopting traditional Indian style of greeting. Yeah, so I know that's one thing. No handshaking, all that. That's why I'm gonna start. Rupam, you gave me a new thing. When I greet somebody, I'm gonna start doing that. Namaste. Right? Don't y'all just do like namaste? That's what I'm gonna start doing. Because they say handshaking, and they even have some big like actors and stuff. Do you know Howie Mandel? He's on TikTok. If y'all, Howie Mandel, he did like the Deal or No Deal. He did movies and stuff, but he was that host Deal or No Deal, and he wouldn't shake people's hands and stuff just because that's like a huge way germs are carried in a handshake. My company Answer also instructed us to work from home until. Oh, that's right, Rupam, Amazon. And I was even looking at Amazon today. Well, first they're only going to do like deliveries that are like necessary. But I was looking today on Amazon because they have the Amazon pantry. You can buy food and stuff on Amazon. And so I was like, oh, let me see if I can, because I was still looking for like the flour, which they didn't have, but a few other things that I wanted, like some canned goods stuff I wanted to get. And I was looking for all that. And I put it in the cart and it said delivery April 1st. I was like, April 1st delivery. Who knows if they're going to be delivering then? Who knows if we're on the lockdown, if they're going to let them deliver all that stuff then? So I was just like, let me go to the store. You heard of the trending tweet on Twitter, right? Release the butthole cut. I don't know that word. Release the butthole cut. What is that? Batman. What? I don't know nothing about that trending on Twitter, releasing the butthole. That don't even make no sense to me. Who knows about this? What is the butthole cut? Twitter's crazy when it comes to stuff. Did y'all see today? I was like, I saw on Twitter, Oprah was trending. And I was like, oh no, Oprah got the coronas. And it was for some weird, like, people are accusing her of sex trafficking. I didn't even read all the stories because I was like, I got to go to the store because they had just opened before everything's out. Because by the afternoon, everything's out at the store. So I don't know nothing about that. One Batman. Oh, thank you, Cassie. She's praying for us. I'm here to spread the cheese. Somebody's here. Spread. I had to get cheese today too. I had tacked it when it was Musically. So did my daughter. Oh, CB, let me tell you. So did y'all see on my TikTok, CB? Did you see on my TikTok that I met Little Huddy? You know, the TikTok guy, Little Huddy. But this was the other thing we want to talk about. I want to just talk. Look, y'all want to get on another subject real quick? Because when I went to the Mulan premiere, I met the TikTok guy there. But this was also a thing. You know, Zombies 2, someone was asking about it. Who was there but like the whole cast of Zombies 2? They had the girl that was the wolf, and I got a picture with her. And then I got a picture with the girl who is it, Meg or whatever, the main girl. Got a picture with her. And then I got this group photo with a couple of werewolves. So then I'm looking later. And I was talking to a friend. I'm like, oh, this is what the other werewolf. She's like, yeah, her name's like Ariel something. And I was like, that's baby Ariel? They were like, yeah. I was like, why didn't nobody tell me that was baby Ariel? I was standing right by her. I was having a whole conversation with her. And I found out later that was baby Ariel. And I'm like, my daughter, because I know she's like the Musically queen. Like, you're right, baby Ariel. So I was having a whole conversation with baby Ariel. I was standing right by her. We were talking, you know what we're talking about? This is funny what I talk about because I had just met Little Huddy and did a little TikTok and stuff. And I was talking to them. I was like, I just met Little Huddy. I was like, y'all see them? They were like, yeah. And then I started, because they got the Hype House is like the thing. And I was like, y'all ever been to the Hype House? I asked the one wolf girl, and then who I found later was baby Ariel. And the one girl didn't say nothing. I was like, I bet she'd been in the Hype House. But then baby Ariel was like, oh, no, I haven't been in the Hype House yet. So we're just having this whole conversation about the Hype House and how we're going to go together. I was like, well, we got to find the address and go together. Just having this conversation. And then I found out later, that's baby Ariel. I'll post a picture up on my community page today. I will, to show you, because I'm standing right by her. It was a group photo, but I'm standing right by her. And we're just having a whole conversation, like a long conversation. We were talking. And if I would have known that, I would have made TikTok with her if I knew that was baby Ariel. Anyway, that was my story. We're getting off the corona. So y'all want to talk? That was my story. Cats, the movie, they all originally had, buttholes. Did you see Cats was like awarded for, they call what the Razzies, was like the worst movies of the year, and Cats was awarded like a lot of those awards for it, or nominated. It was funny. All right. I agree. There's definitely something public still don't know about the virus. Yes. Rupam. No online delivery possible even after lockdown. Here is very high pressure on all the online sites because people are not willing to go out. Yeah, I bet. That's what I said. That pantry order was scheduled April 1st. I was like, that ain't going to happen. I love Zombies too. I liked it too. I really liked it. I'm alive. Oh, Meg Donnelly, yes, and baby Ariel. I met both of them. I'll put the pictures up for you, just for you. It'll be on my community page, CB channel, just for you. I'm put those pictures up. Wait, you met baby Ariel? Yes. Should I do a TikTok with that, like showing the pic? You know how people will show the pictures? I should do a TikTok telling my story, huh? I'm gonna do it. I'll do a TikTok. I'll have the picture behind me and baby Ariel, because this is another thing. Like, my daughter's huge into music. Was huge music. She was Musically before it's TikTok. Loved Musically. Then it became TikTok, and she's about that. Which you should follow her, because she makes these cute little gotcha. What is it called? Gotcha videos. And her name there is QT Limey. Limey. That's my daughter's, and I love her little gotcha videos. But anyway, so I had already sent her the picture with me and little Huddy, and they're like, "Oh, hey, my little Huddy." And my niece is also was huge on Musically, like loved Musically. And then when I found out that that was baby Ariel, I sent them the pictures, and they went crazy, like even more, because I was like, "Oh, little Huddy, they're gonna be so excited." And they were like, "Oh my God, that's so cool." But then I sent them a picture of me and baby Ariel, and they were like, "Oh, you met baby Ariel? That's like the queen of music." Blah, 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 blah." I was like, "Yes." I wish I would have known. I wish I would have known then that was baby Ariel. All right, let me go. They were at the Mulan premiere. They were. How was Mulan? I loved it. I loved it. Do you think Zombies 3 is happening? Yes, especially the way Zombies 2 ended. I definitely think Zombies 3 is happening. I don't know about Descendants 4. I don't know about that one. I did like Mulan a lot. I did like it a lot. That's why I said I felt the beginning was slow. But then once we got in the story, I was like hooked. And at the end, I was like, this is so good. I cried. I did. And I'm going to tell y'all, I wasn't at that time. That's why I said it wasn't being talked about much in the US with the coronavirus stuff. But after that, like, because I mean, it had all the Chinese people, like and Asian stuff, in the movie. And most of the audience was like Asian and everything, stuff like the movie stars that were there. And I was like, I was nervous even then. That's why I was like, because I bet a lot of these people flew from like China and all those areas. Like, that's why I'm being careful too. I don't know what I was exposed to when I was out there. I have to be careful. And on top of it, my husband works at the hospital. He's radiology, works at the hospital. So I don't want to give him anything like to bring to the hospital. I worry about what he takes home. Oh, it's scary times, scary. What is your TikTok account? Crazy Amanda Reacts? You aren't following me on TikTok yet, CB channel? Oh, Tessa's here. Tessa, Mama's Geeky's here. I'm giving my girls free time just so I can oh, well, we did the whole coronavirus talk. Now we're talking about, like you said, and Mama's Geeky was there. Oh, she loves both of us. CP loves us both. Oh my God. Because Mama's Geeky was there to confirm. She was in the picture with me in that group photo of me. Look, Tessa will know. Tessa. Yeah. Look, CB probably didn't even know. That's my best friend. Mama's Geeky and me. We are BFFs. That's my best friend for life. What is that? BFF friend FL. But we were in the group picture. What is the other girl's name that was the werewolf we took the picture with? The girl in the white? Because we took that group picture and it was baby Ariel. But what's the other girl's name? It's the other main werewolf girl. What is her? Tessa will know. Mama's Geeky will know. She knows all that stuff. You are such amazing. Oh, did you know? Thank you. Love you. Yes, I watch your podcast thing. Oh, I can't wait to finally see Mulan. I know. How are you, Mama's Geeky? Back at you. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss. Oh, Chandler Kinney. She also plays Willa. Is that the girl's name? Look, if y'all don't know, I don't know names very well. If you're new to this channel, y'all know I don't know my names. I get everybody's name wrong and stuff. But so was Willa the girl in the Zombies too? Is she the werewolf in the Zombies too? Anyway, she was there. She was looking cute too in her little white suit. I'm gonna have to post these pictures on my community page. Okay, she's the werewolf in there, but her real name is Chandler Kinley. Yeah, so we met. That's who we took the group picture with. Which that's the one I asked. I was like, I think she's been to the Hype House because I was trying. Tessa knows I was trying to get the address. I was like, you've been there. What's the address? And she wouldn't say nothing. But then that's when baby Ariel was like, oh, I haven't been yet. And we were talking about it. I wasn't sure what you were asking, real name. Okay, she was so nice too. She gave me a hug. Oh yeah, they were all really nice, weren't they? Like all the zombies people I felt were super nice. Like they stayed and talked to us for like ever. That's what I said. I was talking to Baby Ariel for like a long time. Me and her didn't even know it was Baby Ariel. Now, because she would have totally did a TikTok with us, wouldn't she have, Tessa? Don't you? She, if I would have asked her, she would have did. She probably would have did a dance, anything. She would have. And now I'm like, I wish I would have known because I knew she would have did a TikTok with me, Baby Arrow. And I'm like, I missed the opportunity. That's how long we were hanging out with him. She totally would have. She totally would have did a TikTok. And now that was a missed opportunity. Now, y'all, if y'all not following Mama's Geeky on TikTok, you should see the new stuff that she's doing there. She's doing some cosplay and things, and I'm gonna try to get into it. But I can't find my outfits. I think they're packed up still after 2 years. I'm gonna go. Look, that's one of my main lists today is to find some cosplay outfits so we can do the duo or the duets on there. But she has been doing some amazing like cosplay videos that y'all have to check out. Check it out. I love that what she's been doing. It's been I like you did the Doctor Strange one yesterday. I was like, that was good, but I still think number one is that Spider-Man, Captain Marvel one you did the other day. That's my favorite so far. But you said you did an amazing one today, so I'm excited to see it. I found my favorite part of TikTok. You did. She's good. So remember, if you're not following me, Crazy Manda Reacts. And I do a lot of like put my little reaction clips and just I like to just do funny, silly. You know me, I like to do silly videos. Check out my Friday the 13th one. That's one of my favorites. But Tessa started doing these cosplay. Mama's Geeky on TikTok. Follow her. I love them. All right, I gotta wrap this up. Oh, it's been an hour and 10 minutes. I was like, let me go on real quick. I got so much to do. I still didn't unpack all my car from the groceries that I got today. I put up the cold stuff, I did, but I was like, I got to get the other stuff. I found ramen noodles, Tessa. Did you see my picture on there? And some other stuff. So I got to go unpack that. I don't even know if my kids are awake. It's crazy times, y'all. It's crazy times, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through it together. And we're stuck in the house, but you know what? Good thing, as long as the internet stays up, I think we're going to be all right because we can still talk and communicate and not just go stir crazy. We can be there for each other. I promise you, I am not going to miss another Wednesday in these next few months that we're in quarantine. This is our time together. I might even throw in some other times. And I've been going live on TikTok live. So if y'all follow me on TikTok, make sure because sometimes I'll go live on TikTok as well. So we are gonna keep in touch, and y'all keep in touch with me. All right. I need to know how y'all doing through all this. And Tess, I was talking today because I was hoping Evans would come because I haven't seen him, and he's in Italy where all this. The crisis right now is the biggest in Italy. So I've been worried about him. So if you hear from him, Tessa, I need to know. Where am I? Let me finish right up there. My name is see. All right. I'm glad to hang out with baby. Oh, amazing people like Matthew Lee. I saw your picture. Is he holding the cardboard so close to the bare face? I wipe that down, Tessa. You don't think I wipe that stuff down? I wipe that stuff down. CB channel. What is yours? Like, can you subscribe? Like, what is your TikTok name there? I will. What is your TikTok? Is that what you're talking about? Your TikTok? I will. Love you, Perry. Don't jinx the internet. I won't. Fabria, now I'm waiting to chat with As the Bunny Hops. See, Fabria. Oh, Fabria is always the one that's telling me to tell Mama's Geeky and As the Bunny Hops hi. So remind me to tell As the Bunny Hops, Tessa. And you got to tell Mama's Geeky in person. The CB channel on 09. All right, I'll follow you back. If I hear from them. All right, y'all. I'm going. Stay safe. Be smart. Keep in touch. And don't lose your sense of humor. Because even through this crisis, I'm going to be acting crazy and making my jokes. That ain't stopping. That's how we got to get through it. Humor is going to get us through this too. You got to laugh at the most difficult times. You do. And I love you all. I love you. And I'll talk to you later. Look, Tessa, look what I found right on my desk. I didn't even know I had this right here. Anyway, bye, y'all. Bye.